I just realised we haven't told people that we are recording in Lagos, Nigeria. So we're giving you, really authentic episode today. But yeah, let's jump into it. Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Stubborn in Hope podcast. I'm your host Tumilara, and today we are touching on the diaspora. A lot of you listening are probably part of a diaspora or another, meaning that you and all your families have put down roots in a country that is not the same as that of your ancestral heritage. And many of us in the diaspora understand that can bring up a lot of thoughts and feelings about identity and belonging that can be quite hard to define and would be too long of an episode just by itself. So today we're really going to drill down into language and the power and importance that it has when it comes to helping people in the diaspora feel more connected to their roots, to their heritage. So me myself, I am a Nigerian heritage person who was raised in the UK and lives in the UK, and my understanding of the Yoruba language, that level is a lot higher than my understanding of my ability to speak the Yoruba language. And part of this was because when I did try and speak the language, I would get made fun of by elders, whether that was in church, in the home of relatives, or even just at home with my mum, because of my accent, my pronunciation, and it really just discouraged me, and I didn't want to speak anymore. Until I hit a point where I understood that as a linguist, well, I'm being very generous calling myself a linguist. As a lover of languages, it's just really important for me to be able to speak the language. So I decided to take some Yoruba lessons, Yoruba, and that was really transformative for me. I'd never considered learning to read and to write the language. I was only focused on speaking, yet taking lessons really opened up that world for me, and it felt really good to feel so connected and so just have a better understanding of my culture and of the language. So today we are joined by my Yoruba teacher who made that experience in my life very possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Femi Aláyàńdé. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Wow, thanks so much, Tumilara. Let me just start by speaking Yoruba. Oshe gan. Okay, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ rẹ gidi gan fún podcast yìí, to say I'm very grateful for this podcast and thank you. Yeah, so everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Femi Aláyàńdé and I'm a Yoruba teacher. I like to say I'm a Yoruba teacher by chance. Okay, but then that chance became a choice.
Yes.
Okay, so I studied history and international studies from Lagos State University. Came out with a 2-1, and 2020 was the year that was quite remarkable because that was a COVID year, and that was the year that gave birth to Yoruba and so I'm sure I'm still going to go into details later.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's me, Yoruba teacher, Olùkọ́ Èdè Yoruba.
And today I'm sure we'll be dropping loads of little Yoruba phrases.
Then, ó yẹ kẹ́ ti gbáradì báyìí nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ló máa yọ jáde láti ẹnu mi.
Yes. And okay, we can even test. So, translation.
Of course. Oh yeah.
You guys better prepare yourself because today there's so much Yoruba that you're gonna learn. Roughly?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Yes.
Nítorí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ wípé èdè Yorùbá ó jẹ́ èdè tí ó máa ń dùnyàn nínú is a very sweet language.
Yes, yes.
Tí a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ, ó máa dàbí ẹni pé ká má dáwọ́ dúró,
Then.
ká máa sọ lọ, ká máa sọ lọ.
Then.
Okay, that's how it feels.
Yeah. So if we was to keep speaking the language, I mean, if we were to start speaking the language, it would feel as if we just need to keep speaking it because it's so sweet. We don't want to stop.
Àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ translation yẹn ni nítorí pé mo rí wípé ẹ̀ ń ṣe iṣẹ́ takuntakun.
Oh! So we've begun translating because apparently I'm doing a very good job.
Ẹ pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra yín, gbogbo yẹn pàtẹ́wọ́ fúnra yín.
Yeah. So you will forever be my olùkọ́ èdè Yorùbá. So my Yoruba teacher. You're the founder of Yorùbá Aládùn, which is a community for Yoruba learners and lovers. So before we really get down into the meat of it and really start unpacking your story, I thought it'd be quite fun to ask you, or just interesting at least, it doesn't have to be fun. What's your favorite phrase or your favorite word in the Yoruba language, or even what you find most interesting about the language?
Okay. What I find interesting about the language, ohun tí mo rí nípa èdè Yorùbá, òun ni pé ó jẹ́ èdè tí ó máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn ní ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé nípa nǹkan. So I can give a translation to that. So what I'm saying is, what I love about Yoruba language is that it is that language that gives you full understanding about something. So meaning there is no word that doesn't have a solid meaning in Yoruba. So, and when you think in Yoruba, and maybe you're reading something, and you're able to put that in the context of Yoruba, the understanding that you have of that particular thing is just going to blow up.
Yes.
And it's in everything. It's in the spiritual aspects. Let's say you're a Christian or a Muslim or something, and you read your Quran or you read your Bible. If you read it in Yoruba, there is this feeling that comes with it. There is this understanding that it carries. So I would say getting to that point where you have full understanding of a particular thing and you can describe it. It's the fun part for me. It's the good part for me for Yoruba language.
Yeah, because it's a very poetic and descriptive language. We very much don't say things. We don't mince our words. So even to say I'm hungry is very dramatic. Hunger is killing me.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of words like that if you take them literally, you kind of miss the point sometimes. Because if you say like that example, hungry is killing me. Yeah. Or in its literal sense, it will be like, of course, you can't be killed. Yeah. Literally, like hunger cannot actually kill you. You can't die of that hunger,
Yeah, because you're just peckish.
Exactly. But you just have that feel that, man, I need to get something because the way this my tummy is doing, the way I'm feeling, I can die. That's the feeling of Yoruba. That's the feeling that Yoruba brings to those translations.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our favorite word?
Yes, please tell us.
Okay. I'm not sure I can say I do have a favorite word per se in Yoruba. Okay. Unless I want to delve into maybe picking the verse of from the Bible. Is that okay?
You're welcome to.
Please. And I hope I'm not going to sound like this guy is sounding too Christian or something.
That's okay. Please go for it.
But I like the verse 1 of Psalm 121. Okay.
Please tell us.
Èyí tó sọ wípé èmi yóò gbé ojú mi sórí òkè wọn ni níbo ni ìrànlọ́wọ́ mi yóò àti wá. Then it further said, ìrànlọ́wọ́ mi yóò ti ọwọ́ Olúwa wá tí ó dá ọ̀run wáyé. Okay, translation.
I'm just gonna quote from the English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, who made heaven and earth.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah. I just realised we haven't told people that we are recording in Lagos, Nigeria. So we're giving you, really authentic episode today. But yeah, let's jump into it.
Yeah.
So, obviously, well, not obviously, for those of you listening in, Yorùbá Aladun is very much aimed at people in the diaspora. So, most of your students, I believe, come from the US, Canada, and the UK. And my first question is just, what made you want to teach Yoruba to those in the diaspora? Thank you for that very insightful question. Insightful is probably not the right translation there, actually.
Well, anyways, let me just give the answer to the question. So about the why. So I said earlier, teaching Yoruba found me, okay, by chance. And what was that chance? The chance was COVID. Okay, so I initially, of course, because I studied history and international studies, I'm like, I'm going to do my master's. I'm going to do my master's in Canada, in another part of the world. I want to move out. I want to join the ambassador there, to be that ambassador for more like a diplomat, a full-fledged diplomat and the rest. And more reason why I actually came out strong with the 2-1 and say, yes, I'm ready for this. But then COVID happened and it's changed a lot of things about the visions that a lot of people, must have carried. And it happened the same for me that same year. So I was at home, just opened LinkedIn, started connecting with different people. Then I connected with a particular person on LinkedIn. Okay, just for the sake of, I'm not sure it's okay to just mention the names. Okay, but this person was in the UK. Okay, and was very instrumental to the beginning of the Yoruba Aladun journey. Okay, so she tweeted on, of course, she made a tweet that, now that everybody is at home, we are all stuck. I think it's time for us to connect to our roots. I want us to, start learning Yoruba language and the rest. And I just, went into the comment section. I was like, I'm kind of interested in this. It's going to be fun. So the why wasn't born then. Like, why am I going to do this? Wasn't born then. It was just going to be fun, Then I joined the meeting. I felt they had a teacher that day, but unfortunately they didn't have any teachers, so they were watching YouTube. Then, the way they were saying it and how they were giving it gas bros, I was silent for a long time, listening to observe and see how they are teaching each other. Then I was like, I raised my hand. Would you mind if I come in and say, okay, this is what you could actually say here? So one of the whys, that's what gave birth to one of the whys, because there isn't a lot of content out there that teaches Yoruba language. Okay, and I'm like, this is something that I'm seeing a problem here.
Yeah.
And I am the solution in the diaspora. Sitting here, how can I be of help to these people? So for me, I saw the pain, and I may not actually feel the pain the way they are feeling it.
Yeah.
But I can relate to that. It's like you are in a foreign land and you can't speak their language. That's the feeling I was getting from all those people that are trying to speak the language. Like, I'm a Yoruba person by name, by birth. I bear Yoruba names, but I just speak the language. So so it's really something that it dawned on me that this is something that I should actually come in to help solve. So I just started, telling them this is how to say this is how to say that. So all of the whys you know, started coming together, you know, started coming in from there. So, of course, it was free. I had to just, so some of them started calling me like, okay, Femi, come and help us. How do you say this? How do you say that? So we meet up for like 2 hours every day. Every day, every evening, we just connect. Hey, everybody's at home, there is COVID, so where are you going to? So we just come online, we discuss, we talk, and that went on for about 2 to 3 weeks. Then one of them just suggested that, you know what, Femi, we want to start paying you for this because you're just putting in the law, just buy data or something, you know. And I was like, okay. I wasn't seeing any business in it, so just fun for me, you know. So, and that was where I'm now beginning to see the bigger picture that, oh, this is something that I can solve. I mean, so I want to make everyone in the diaspora that are of Yoruba origin to be able to speak their Yoruba language, regardless of whatever story or whatever reason must have brought them to that point where they are not able to speak, because there are a lot of reasons why they get to that point where they are not able to speak. So I want to ensure that I solve that problem, okay, such that it doesn't matter wherever you are in the world, you can actually be connected to your roots. You can actually speak the language. You can actually make it fun. Okay, we can popularize this. We can have it in different forms. You know, helping people. So So the why is actually to help.
Yeah, and it's quite a big vision, isn't it? To like so that everyone in the diaspora can connect and speak their language. And I want to know, what challenges have you faced in? Like I say, it's a huge vision and it's a really admirable one. But I can't imagine that it's been without its challenges.
Definitely.
So, I mean, you can either speak generally or maybe use an example to illustrate. But you know, what's been a challenge that you faced that's made you think, actually, maybe this is like, what am I doing? You know, is it actually possible? Should I keep going? And if you have, you know, gotten there to a point of maybe wanting to give up, what pulled you back? What made you continue to keep going? Because, you know, you've been doing this for many years now.
Yeah, this is 5 years in a row. Okay. Well, I would say 5 years in a row if you count that. Oh, I started in 2020. So, but officially as a full time, it's a year. Okay, this month October actually made it a year. Okay, that I am fully committed to doing just pure Yoruba, you know, teaching in diaspora. So about the challenges is, well, when I started out, one of the challenges I had was, I think it's general challenges that people face, okay, because of where you are. Of course, Nigeria, you need data, you need a good laptop, you need a good smartphone, you need good, stable internet. So for me, I didn't have half of all of those things. So the only thing I had was my phone, and I mean, I'm using a phone that is that is 1 gig RAM. 1 gig RAM phone.
Yeah.
Okay, and the internet is unstable. Then that's the only thing I have. I had this dead laptop that I had to, you know, support it. You know what I mean? Like you're supporting a laptop.
Yeah, like
So
hotspotting.
What?
Hotspots?
No hotspots.
What do you mean?
I'm supporting the laptop physically.
Oh, physically? Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's disabled. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, the hinges of that laptop is
Understood.
gone. So I had to support the laptop and say, okay, sit here.
Yes.
Okay, and then be useful to me.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I didn't have all of the gadgets that were needed to have a smooth flow. That was one of the challenges, you know, which is quite peculiar, of course, to many people. Then the other challenge was structure. Okay, like how do I structure my teaching? For me, that's the work of structure is ongoing. Okay, because over time I have to refine. But it was a challenge then because I will have somebody come in and say, "Oh, I want to learn Yoruba language," and then I'm like, "Okay, yeah. So where do we start? What do you want to say in Yoruba?" Then we're going to spend the first 2 hours explaining and correcting, translating, and then it wasn't doing the work internally. It was just doing the work externally. So when I'm not there, the person is lost.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I felt I need to put a structure in place to make every learner a teacher.
Yeah.
Such that they are not just learning, but they are also able to teach it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was a challenge for me because I lost some students because I didn't have that structure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another one. Then the other part, another challenge is trust. Trust. Okay, I had some people that were not able to trust me, not because of anything, but because Nigerian. And some people, they were like, "Oh, how do they pay? How are they going to pay me?" And some of them are like, "Okay, when I make payments, this guy is going to disappear," because of the way Nigeria is and the way a lot of Nigerians are. So I had that challenge, the challenge of trust, So what gives me credibility what was helpful to me was my sister from another mother over there that was really helping me because I was able to say, "Okay, well, use my sister's PayPal."
Yeah.
At least if I'm running away, you can hold on to somebody, and this person that trusts me is something that is like a big leverage.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't trust me directly, that okay, if you pay me, I'm going to ghost you or something.
Yeah.
At least you trust my sister over here.
Yeah.
If you're paying into the account, you can always report and say, "Oh yeah, you paid into somebody's account and then the person didn't deliver something." And to the glory of God, I'm a man of integrity, really deep integrity. So I don't joke with it.
Yeah.
So I stood my ground and I was able to build that trust over time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. No, I can testify. I remember I was looking back over some of our messages because I had my lessons with you in 2021, so quite a while ago, and I remember looking through. I was like, oh yeah, there were times when the connection would just drop in the middle of the lesson, and then I was looking back and I was like, oh yeah, I used to pay to somebody else because it's the journey from then till now, because I mean you didn't have many students there, and you didn't have like the structure, there wasn't the trust and the credibility. Now you've designed your own website, you've got a WhatsApp community, you've got this Instagram page with hundreds of followers, and your YouTube page with hundreds of subscribers. So
there's TikTok with thousands of followers.
Look at that. I'm not on the tickety top yet, so I need to I need to do it. I'm young enough. I should go on TikTok. But yeah, so I mean that transition, what kept you going from where you started to where you are, and obviously even where you are, I know that you still want to build some more, and in order to reach your vision of educating everyone and making sure, not necessarily personally educated, but making sure everyone in the diaspora is able to speak. Then Yoruba.
Yeah, honestly, what kept me going, number one, is hope. Okay. Àwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ wípé tí ẹ̀mí bá ń bẹ or tí ẹ̀mí bá wà, ìrètí ń bẹ. Okay. So that ń bẹ also means wà. Okay. To say that tí ẹ̀mí bá wà, ìrètí wà. To say that when there is life, there is hope. Okay. So what kept me going was hope. And also, it's not just the hope that is, of course, built on nothing, but seeing that there are some other platforms, okay, that are able to, that's what they are committed to. Okay, so when I see those platforms, like these people are, they are moving. Okay, I don't know how they're making it or something. Okay, but they are doing something. So for me, I'm like, oh, this is a pointer that you don't stop where you are, and you keep going, no matter what, you keep pushing. So, of course, then the other thing is having that belief. Okay, well, I don't know why I focus so much on that belief, because I don't know why, but I think one of the reasons could be because I wanted to be a motivational speaker one time. Okay, so I even went as far as releasing daily dose of inspiration, like 50 days of daily dose of inspiration, just sharing my pure experience and, telling people not to give up on their dreams and the rest.
Yeah.
So anytime I just see any of the things I've written, I'm like, okay, so are you telling me that it's not going to work? Are you telling lies here or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no. I must stick to it because it's true, So, and that's another thing, when you see that somebody is also excelling in what you are looking out to do, it's something that's encouraged. It gives you that encouragement.
Yeah.
So for me, I find courage, I find peace, I find the faith to move on, seeing others doing it, and also having the hope that if I keep at it, if it doesn't yield the entire, outcome that I'm expecting, it will make an impact that will be generational.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. Maybe that's one of the things that history taught me. That history will always remember whatever it is that you do, whether it's good or bad. Then there are some people that they get rewarded while they are still alive. Okay, for their efforts. While some people, it is after they are long gone that we remember that, oh, this person did this, this person did this, this person did this. So have they been recognized for doing this? Yeah. Okay. But I don't know. I don't want mine to be like the other. Yeah. Mine should be like the first. I should enjoy it. Well, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
That's too much of my life. Generation where you will get that to your party, Lord,
It's good to be remembered, to be recognized whilst you're still here is the translation. But it's actually really true what you say, because the last, let's just say 5 years, I have seen a lot more, let's say, organizations and resources for learning the Yoruba language, because when I was looking to take classes, I was recommended by a friend to you.
Yeah, refers.
Yeah, and I remember just trying to look for what was, and there was nothing. There was nothing there. Whereas nowadays it's a lot easier to find resources to learn the language, and so you really are a part of this movement that will get you towards the vision and the goal that you have. Because I guess one of the Yoruba, or even just general Nigerian values is the idea of it takes a village, and you're very much part of that village that's making a real impact that will last for generations. Yeah, so just a little encouragement on that one, because you're definitely part of that. It's just why are you bending for me? Shima, we're not quite age mate, but we're.
Ashawani, Ashawani.
Oh, shut up. Let's just keep going, Sha.
Yeah. Okay. Ashawani, lóòótọ́ ní àṣà Yorùbá ẹni tí èèyàn bá mọ̀ wípé ó jùyàn lọ irú ẹni yẹn kò kí n sábà tẹríba fún ẹni tó jùlọ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ayé ti di ayé ọ̀làjú àwọn kan lẹ́tù yàtọ̀ okay tí mo bá ní pé ẹ ṣe gan ma kan tá máa ń pè ní ọ̀wọ̀ nìyẹn ní Yorùbá ṣe mo kàn tó ń pè ní ọ̀wọ̀.
So translation generally in Yoruba land you don't like bow to those who are around the same age as you. However, nowadays people do that. Some people do that, and that is called Owo, and I don't know what that is now.
Okay, Owo is honor.
There you go. It's just
So it's a way of honor. I honor you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll accept it. Thank you. Thank you. This is my final. I'm taking the honor. Don't worry. This is my last question for you. So, to keep on theme, what would you say being stubborn in hope means to you in the context of preserving the Yoruba language? Because obviously, if none of us know it, then nobody in the future will know it. So, what does being stubborn in hope mean to you in that context?
Being stubborn in what?
In hope.
Being stubborn in hope. Yeah. That's the name of the podcast.
That's the name of the podcast. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're keeping,
And imagine I mentioned hope earlier.
Yeah.
Being stubborn in hope. So, I'm in the right place.
Yeah. Because I think you are an example of stubbornness and hope. So
honestly.
Despite all the challenges and everything, it's and despite how not me answer. Please, I'm not answering the question. I'm just saying my perspective. But just despite it being such a big vision, just still being like, no, I can be a solution here, and I can really push the needle forwards.
Thank you. So, well, for me, that's a very it's a very big thing to stay stubborn. And the funny thing is, there are people that are just stubborn and they don't have hope at all. So, but being stubborn in the hope that what you're doing, will bring about a big solution. It's a big thing. It's worth living for me. So, what it means to me, it's deep, because honestly, I've been laughed at. I've been laughed at. I've seen some messages. Okay, that's like, hey, guy, go find work, do. And I'm like, what I see is different to what you are saying. So I have that. I have to keep at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because in the end, you want to look back to what history has done and see that those who actually make the changes or whatever it is that we're enjoying now, there are some people that they made sacrifices. Then we start reading about them. So for me, I'm still stubborn here. I am still standing by Yoruba land. I am still building it. I am still working on it every day by day, every now and then, because I believe that the hope that is seen, okay, is no longer hope. Okay, it's a reality. Okay, and I need to stay stubborn. Mo ní láti ní agídí. Okay, nítorí pé ẹni tó bá fẹ́ jẹ oyin inú àpáta kò ní wo ẹnu àáké. The person that wants to take honey from the rock will not consider the mouth of its axe. Ake is axe. So somebody wants to take honey from the rock. You want to you want to ensure you are hitting on the rock. Okay? So it's a big thing for me, and I want my work, whatever is all of the things I'm doing, my teachings that are out there, the books that I'm writing, I want them to speak, to generations. Okay? And it's what others have done. Okay? And if others can, why can't I? In their own field.
Yeah.
Okay? If we look at it and we say, okay, colonialism, for instance, now has brought us where, and then we blame colonialism forever and ever, what are we doing about it? How are we reclaiming our roots? Okay? So for me, this is reclaiming our roots. This is using language as that tool that brings people back their identity. Okay, because language is part of our identity. Okay, so connecting them to their identity and letting them know that this language can be used for greater things, and it should not be the language that should be in the background.
Yeah.
So people that we are doing coding, we're talking about AI and all of these things. I mean, if Yoruba speakers, learners, can code things in Yoruba, can come up with great educational toys in Yoruba, that's part of the solution. That's one of the things that they are doing, to bring about that solution. To take back all of the years that are stolen from us. It may not be our generation that will enjoy the full benefit, but then something must be in place for the next generation.
Yeah.
Okay? We are at this point where we are giving birth now, we are having kids, we keep teaching them of course, the language that has been much more popularized. So why shouldn't that happen to Yoruba language too?
Yeah.
Okay? It may sound like, what's the economic benefit of speaking Yoruba? If there is no economic benefit of speaking Yoruba, you create it, we create it. And when you create something, okay, it may not be in demand immediately, but when you create those things and you start putting them in the right place, then they become something that people will demand for.
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine that your computer it's in Yoruba.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is a Yoruba man.
Yeah.
And he wrote all of those codes in Yoruba. And then you have somebody's enjoying computer. All the person needs to do is okay, let me switch to English language because this is Yoruba man that did this.
Yeah.
Because it's an Englishman that did it, so that's why we have to learn the English language to be able to understand what he said. It's a word of code. So Yoruba is also part of that coded language stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've answered the question of being stubborn and no. Okay.
No, you did, and then
okay.
you gave us some extra to think
Really?
about. So we're gonna let the listeners ruminate on that as they continue their days. But before we go, please share your socials, tell people where they can find you,
Okay.
and continue to follow your journey.
All right. So my website is yoladun.com. That's YOLADUN.com. Okay. Just trying to remember because there was a time I wanted I did one training to become an independent flight manager or something.
Okay.
So they taught us all of this. A for alpha.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to give the Yola that Y is for this, O as in Oscar, A as in alpha, L as in
Lima.
Yeah. U as in
I forgot what the official one is, so we'll just say umbrella. I forgot what the official one is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And N as in gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
N as in Naira.
Yeah.
In
Naira.
So yoladun.com, that's the website, and my Instagram handle is Yoruba Aladun. Simple, YORUBA Okay. Then my TikTok just had 0. That's Yoruba Aladun. 0 at the end. Okay. And what's the next one? X.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
yeah.
Well, it's just Yoruba Aladun. Once you even go to the website,
Yeah.
you'll see all the rest of the socials there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, so am I not going to talk about the lessons and everything?
Oh, yeah, please do.
Yeah, of course. If you're listening to this, it's an opportunity for you to, come in and book your lessons. When you go to the website, you can take a free test to see what you qualify for. Okay, not be as in qualify for as insurance. Okay, but
as in level what
speed,
class you should
what
go
class
into.
you should go in. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter whatever class that you see in the end, you should still have a free session with me. So we are recruiting currently, for a growth specialist. I'm kind of losing all of these job title stuff. So kind of recruiting for a growth specialist, as well as a YouTube, more like a content creator. Then also recruiting for teachers. Okay, currently. So it's like the next phase for next year. So we want to get more teachers. Okay, that's, of course, I would have to train personally. Okay, then after they are trained, I can start saying, oh yeah, you are qualified now, so that you can teach here, you can take this lesson and the rest.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing.
Expanding.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and not to say that there are competitions even to this teaching of Yoruba. There are a lot of competitors out there. Okay, and they charge more, but we don't charge more. Okay, because we have passion, and even if you don't pay us, we'll still teach you.
But pay, eh? Why are you not paying?
Okay, we'll still teach you. Okay, so and so it's when I say diaspora, people in diaspora, I am also saying that there are people in Nigeria also.
This is true.
That can also benefit from it. So I'm shifting my mind from saying, oh, it's only the people in diaspora that may want to really pay for Yoruba lesson. If you're in Nigeria, of course, and you want your children, you want yourself. I mean, there are Nigerians that can't speak Yoruba, and there are Yoruba people, So feel free to always reach out to me. Okay, the vision is bigger than the diaspora. But
expanding.
Yeah, expanding. Yeah.
Great, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like the people to know?
I would like the people to know that Tumilara Wong is a very special person, filled with wisdom and grace, endowed by God.
Wow.
With all of the great qualities and skills of making life easy. Okay. When I say making life easy, meaning that anybody that comes in contact with me, we always say, this life is not hard. It's because of the way Tumilara carries herself, and thanks for expanding that here. And even coming to Lagos,
Pleasure.
and then to do this.
Pleasure.
My God. I mean, it's really great. Of course, I've met with some of my students, over time. Well, it has always been just great, and then, this my Yoruba teacher and the rest. But you're doing this, and I'm being featured on your podcast. You don't know what it means, but it means a lot. I don't want to get emotional because I'm on camera. But honestly, it means a lot to me. I mean, it means a lot to me. I'm really grateful that you're doing this. God bless you.
Amen.
Ọlọ́run máa bùkún yín.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run máa bùkún yín ní gbogbo ọ̀nà.
Àmín.
Ní jíjáde àti wíwọlé.
Àmín.
Àti ẹ̀yin àti ẹbí àti ọkọ yín. Ní orúkọ Jésù.
Amen.
Ṣé kí n wọnú àdúrà náà? Àbí kí n má ti wọnú àdúrà?
We'll continue this prayer offline, don't worry. Thank you so much.
All right.
This has been great to have you.
Yeah.
Let's greet the people goodbye. So, I was going to say, Odabo, but
A ní láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn náà ká tó sọ pé dàbọ̀.
Okay. You stop.
Okay. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń gbọ́ mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ tí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ podcast yìí, èyí tí à ń sọ tí a pè àkórí rẹ̀ ní níní agídí nínú ìrètí, having been stubborn in hope, right?
Yes.
Níní agídí nínú ìrètí. Níbikíbi tẹ́ bá wà, ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kí ìran tí Ọlọ́run ti fún yín, ẹ má ṣe jẹ́ kó sọnù. Ẹ rí wípé ẹ dìímú lójoojúmọ́, òun ló gbọ́dọ̀ máa jí yí kí ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó sùn. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ rí pé ẹ ń bá wíjọ́, nítorí pé Ọlọ́run ọba ń gbọ́ gbogbo ohun tí ẹ ń sọ níkọ̀rọ̀. Ó dé máa mú wá sí ìmúṣẹ nínú ayé yìí ní orúkọ Jésù.
Amen.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀.
I'm going to do a very loose translation, guys.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to the podcast,
Okay.
the Stubborn in Hope podcast. It's been great having you. May God bless you and keep you. And there was some that was in the middle that I've forgotten. So
It's about vision, which is in wrong. Okay, that is, they should not give up on their vision.
there you go.
Okay, that's before that should be what will steer them to wake up.
Yes.
And before they go to sleep, they must communicate that vision too. That is, they must always have interactions with that vision every time.
Yes.
Okay, because a vision is valid.
But I mean, fire, straight bars. On that note, thank you for listening to this episode of the Stubborn in Hope podcast. Because over here we believe that being stubborn isn't always a bad thing.